From the Storm Team Weather Lab, KAMC meteorologist Alex O'Brien.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday Eve. Looking forward to the weekend. It is Thursday, and we're looking forward to a hot afternoon once again. So we're continuing this warm trend. Outside right now, you can notice that there's no clouds at all. We might have a few clouds, though, later today, and a little bit more than what we saw yesterday, because we're watching some clouds lifting ahead of our upcoming area of low pressure. So you notice in the Four Corners states, we are seeing the clouds starting to develop here. No rain from that yet. We might see a few showers in New Mexico later today. But this is the area of circulation we are watching. It continues to churn and starting to move on shore. And as this storm continues to progress on land, we'll get better weather observations and weather data from it. And our forecasts will gradually get better and better as we get into the portions of tonight, into Friday morning, and then we'll have a really good look at what Friday's storms have in store for us. So for now, we're looking at a warm day. Mid-70s by lunchtime, and eventually mid to upper 80s this afternoon. Again, we'll watch some thunderstorm develop in New Mexico. Some of that might stray into our area. They won't be forming here, though, and they should be limited in our impacts. Overnight, maybe a few clouds building in. We'll drop to the middle 60s, and more of the humidity will linger further east. Notice the difference in the lack of cloud cover west versus east tomorrow. That's our dry line starting to set up. The boundary of dry air and humid air will allow for thunderstorms to develop along that boundary. And what it is looking like now for the forecast is that boundary shifting further east. Areas east of the Caprock have the best chance at seeing a thunderstorm tomorrow. Unfortunately, that will come with a chance of severe weather. So the forecast keeping Lubbock clear tomorrow. Again, as we get more data on the storm system as it moves on shore, we'll get a better forecast. But this is good news. A trend to further east storms means lesser impacts as a whole. Do keep in mind, though, the Storm Prediction Center still, for now, has Lubbock under a slight risk of severe weather. The greatest threats will be to the southeast, where this dry line will be moving in the evening hours of Friday. So still stay weather aware, but we're trending with lesser impacts for at least Lubbock tomorrow. That's good. Today will be hot, up to 89. Have that isolated rain mentioned because of the storms that might develop in New Mexico. By tonight, dropping to 65. Mild, starting to feel very summer-like in the overnight temperatures. 88 tomorrow. We've boosted this temperature thanks to the drier air that we are now seeing impact most of the South Plains. So quite warm Friday. Still, we have a 30% chance of thunderstorms, severe weather further east. The weekend, we clear out, we dry out for a bit before our next thunderstorm chance on Monday.
Yeah, you may have family or friends coming in town for Texas Tech graduation, maybe some high school graduations. If you're traveling on Friday, you're going to want to check those travel plans because, as we know, traveling in May can be a little dicey.
Yes, and those severe weather impacts are not just for here on the South Plains. They extend from Nebraska all the way through central Texas. So we have a widespread impact with thunderstorms Friday. You might see flight cancellations or delays.
Yeah, thanks for tracking it for us.